Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Quench Stadium at Vaughan Grove for this evening's Ontario Premier League 1 men's action between the Simcoe County Rovers and your Woodbridge Strikers. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice in the bridge. And it's a pleasure in bringing this live play-by-play commentary here on a chilly Sunday evening in Woodbridge, Ontario. Woodbridge going from left to right in the triple Azzurri blue. Meanwhile, it is Simcoe going from right to left in the white and teal, going to attack the Woodbridge goal. You're watching Woodbridge Strikers Matchday live on YouTube, courtesy of Spideo. It's a pleasure in bringing you this one here this evening. Woodbridge currently sit at the top of the OPL1 table. Meanwhile, Simcoe sit at the bottom of the table in a relegation position with 5 points only. Well, 4 before this one. Meanwhile, Woodbridge are up with 40 points at the top. Simcoe looking to press early. It is Daniel Clark who comes to claim. Starting 11 as follows for Simcoe. Dante Emmanuel in goal, number 1. Number 2, Justin Ovonio. Number 5, Noah Potocznik. Number 7, Fear God Ozomba. Number 8, the captain, Trevina Spirit. Number 9, Joseph Martins. Number 11, Ardit Abdullah. Number 20, Nico Shea Lapal. Number 21, Jaden Joseph. Number 22, Theo Hampton. And number 23, David Gambra. Starting 11 for Woodbridge. Daniel Clark in goal, number 1. Number 4, Nabil Hakim. Captain, number 6, Jacob Spitzeri. Number 8, Michael Croco. Number 10, Anthony Morano. Number 12, Daniel Tariq. Number 16, Keegan Wilson. Number 17, Sebastian Cochran. Number 19, Omari Cotterell. Number 23, Jordan Hendricks. Number 41, Elijah Viet-Lee. But I will say the bench is very deep for Woodbridge here tonight, with complementary of changes and Chiquilo, Marshall, Pinto, Panetta, Wosal, Nechiporak, and Mela. Here's Anthony Morano trying to drive in on Ovonio, and Morano fouls Ovonio, and a free kick for Simcoe. Cochran with the throw-in. He finds Tariq. Tariq finds himself in the middle of the park here tonight, as there is Keegan Wilson back, along with Viet-Lee and Nabil Hakim on the back line. Here is Daniel Tariq in the middle. Comfortably has played center back for Woodbridge all season long. Tariq wants to throw and he doesn't get it. So, in the table, it would almost look like David versus Goliath here tonight. But remember, anything is possible. Still, a few players out for Woodbridge. But they have been terrific all season long for the most part. Viet-Lee with the aerial clearance. Morano looks for the second ball. Simcoe onto it. And forced backwards is Abdullah. Starting to rain a little bit here in Woodbridge. Wilson gets up, and it's a foul on Keegan Wilson. Basically, as soon as it kicked off, the rain started. Here's Spitzeri to Morano. Morano, Croco, has Hendricks overlapping. Here is Croco. Michael Croco laying it off for Jordan Hendricks. Hendricks trying to center it into the area. And that's cleared by the Rovers. That's an errant pass. No, it's not. It's a lucky one, though. And now it comes to the near flank, and Simcoe looking out. Simcoe trying to break lines. And forward now is Nico Lapal. Here's Lapal. Lapal, a delivery at the back post, but it carries too much and out of play. So here comes the rain. at Quench Stadium at Vaughan Grove. Hopefully it's not hard, and hopefully it doesn't last. Here's Spitzeri. Gave that one away. Looks to get it back, but the Rovers are pressing. Here comes... Ooh, that's a follow-through there that caught the man. And Theo Hampton, the Englishman, could find himself a bit lucky here. He did get ball first, but I think it was the exaggerated follow-through that really caused some havoc for the Simcoe midfielder. So it is a yellow. A caution to Theo Hampton. I think he could feel a little bit hard done by. He did win the ball, but the problem was he followed through with the left, and if he pulled away, that wasn't going to be a foul, I don't think at all. But the yellow comes as well in the 7th minute.
Yellow card issued in the 7th minute to the Simcoe County Rovers, number 22, Theo Hampton.
So Hampton with the caution. It's an early caution for the visitors. Hopefully it's not a serious injury here. For Woodbridge. Hopefully Kroko's okay for the strikers. Caught a bit of a follow through here as the physiotherapist Ariana Fatica is out to tend to Kroko. Free kick for Woodbridge. Viet Lee stands over top of it. He goes short to Hakim. Tariq, Viet Lee, and he goes long for Cochran. What a ball. Here's Sebastian Cochran now. A chance for Woodbridge. Cochran centering. Goes right into the gloves of Emmanuel. That had to be a little bit more of a cutback there for Sebastian Cochran, but a great ball from Eli. Long ball here. Comes out of play. Here's Cotterell. Finds Morano. Morano back to Omari. Here's Cotterell trying to thread it through. Couldn't connect. Ball stolen from Spitzeri, looking for Cotterell, but the ball's traveling here. And it will go out for a throw-in for Simcoe, deep in their final third. Abdullah plays it across. The Rovers look to come away with it. Looking forward. Decent ball through, but it's offside on LaPaul. goes out into touch for a Simcoe throw on the far side. Out-of-town scores in the OPL1 men's division today. Sunday, August 2nd. Oakville defeated International FC 1-0 earlier today at Zenkin Automotive Soccer Center Stadium right across the street. And Burlington are up 3-1 over Sigma FC right now in the 42nd minute. Here come Woodbridge. Sebastian Cochran looks to center. It's good for Cotterell. Scores! Omari Cotterell makes it 1-0 for Woodbridge.
Woodbridge strikers goal. Score in the 11th minute by number 19, Omari Cotterell.
So 1-0 Woodbridge, courtesy of Omari Cotterell. And it's a early lead for the first place side. Here's Cochran, who wins it back. As mentioned, the out-of-town scores Oakville 1-0 final over IFC. Sigma losing to Burlington 3-1, and then Vaughn and Sudbury play at 7:30. Here comes Omari Cotterell again for Woodbridge. Cotterell looking to cut. He then finds Spitzeri in the middle of the park. Loose touch that time from Spitzeri, uncharacteristically so. Tariq steps up, trying to have an intervention in the middle of the park. Wilson. Hendricks wins it back, and he'll go all the way back to Daniel Clark. Here come Woodbridge again. Morano trying to press. It goes long. Wind blowing the rain here right into the broadcast booth at Quench Stadium at Vaughan Grove. You're watching Woodbridge Strikers Match Day Live on YouTube, courtesy of Spidey. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice of the bridge for the 5th year in a row. Next year will be 6 already, as this is the second last home game for either women or men's OPL1 side. Hendricks with an intervention. That's a dive there from the number 20 in LaPaul. And he knew right away, didn't complain, just popped right back up. Tariq to Hendricks. Hendricks has Cotterell going line. Finds Cotterell. And he'll go back to Spitzeri. Spitzeri. The idea's there. The wind just takes it long and couldn't connect with Sebastian Cochran. Here's Jordan Hendricks. Cutting in. Hendricks looking for an option. Now finds Keegan Wilson. Wilson now plays 1-2 with Cotterill. Cotterill looking line once again. Trying to continue to press here for Woodbridge. It is Cotterill. Good sliding challenge, and it goes out into touch for a Woodbridge corner kick. In swinging delivery coming from Sebastian Cochran. It's going to the back post. Keeper comes to claim. And he'll hang on. It's good from Dante Emanuel. Another touch out into touch for a Simcoe throw-in. Foul called on the Rovers. Their faithful don't like it. 1-0 Woodbridge as we approach the 19th minute in the first half. Here's Jordan Hendricks. Hendricks to Spitzeri. Jacob Spitzeri cutting it back to Keegan Wilson. Wilson looking for Hendricks. That's cleared by Simcoe, but not out fully. Croco looking for it. Here's Morano getting it, trying to get it back, and Viet Lee steps. Tariq helps and then finds Hakeem. That's good collapsed defensive effort there from Woodbridge. Tariq does well. Bodies his man off the ball. He finds Cochran. Cochran a delivery on the left foot. Looked like a hand. Play on. It's Spitzeri. Spitzeri looks to shoot. And that's blocked by Ovonio into touch for a corner. Cochran, another corner coming in. It's headed away by the Rovers. It goes on to the far side for another Woodbridge corner. So another Woodbridge corner kick coming in. Sebastian Cochran, a delivery. Hendricks gets up, tries to header it away. But here come the Rovers now looking to come back the other way. Woodbridge trying to continue to press here. Here's Croco to Elijah Viet Lee. Viet Lee steps up, finds Cotterill. Cotterill looking to cut. Cotterill looking to shoot. Now on the near side. Tries to make that pass inside. Cotterill, oh, that's a good little Maradona play between two defenders. But then Simcoe make the play out. Good intervention by the captain. Spitzeri wins it back, and then he tries to work again to get it back. Goes right through the tackle. Spitzeri still going on, but then it is cleared, but not far enough. Woodbridge continue to press. Tariq swings the ball to Cochran. Cochran has a good area to release. He tries the one little slip pass through. Couldn't connect with Morano that time. Here's Hakeem. Hakeem, 1-2 with Cochran. Cochran's been lively on that left flank. Morano, a good turn. Trying to create, but then it's a good collapsed defensive effort from the Rovers as they look to clear. 22 minutes in, and it is a 1-0 Woodbridge lead. Woodbridge looking to continue to press here. Foul on Spitzeri, it'll be a Woodbridge free kick. Cochran and Kroko both stand over top of it for Woodbridge. Both of them could hit, both of them could release, and they could release magic. Looks like it could be Michael Kroko for this time. Kroko, the free kick, it's a decent one, but it's tipped off the wall and out into touch for a Woodbridge corner kick. Woodbridge one short. Might not come. Kroko wanted it that time. Delivery from Cochran. Back post. Keegan Wilson heads it back around and in. It's in the back of the net and it's Keegan Wilson with the goal. And mamma mia, Woodbridge are up 2-0. Nice colpo di testa from Keegan.
Woodbridge strikers goal. Scored in the 24th minute by number 16, Keegan Wilson.
That's a good one for Keegan. He's been struggling with injury. Hasn't gone in the starting 11 at the beginning of the campaign, and he finds a goal against this Simcoe side. A good header, a solid header across goal at the back post off a corner kick. And that's great for Keegan Wilson. He deserves it, and he gets it. Former Rover, along with Cochran and Spitzeri of last year, they've come back, and they've looked to make an impact, and they have this season for Woodbridge. All three of them. Wilson, Spiz, and Sebastian Cochran. When you add veteran presence like those three back to your lineup, you can only be better. Foul called on Wilson and Woodbridge. Looks like the rain is going to slowly ease up here for now. That's a good thing. Hopefully it doesn't come back in Woodbridge, Ontario tonight. And swinging delivery coming in from the captain, Trevina Spirit. It's a decent delivery, but it's at the edge of the area and headed away from Spaziri. Here's a Spirit. Kroko dropping in. It's a great tackle from Michael Kroko, but couldn't get that ball. Here's Abdullah now. Lays it off to Ozumba. Ozumba shooting. Deflection. And goes out for a corner kick. That ball's cleared. Comes to the edge of the area. Cracking shot. And mamma mia, what a save from Daniel Clark. He had to make that one. DC gets a big hand on it and pushes it over top of the bar. That's a good hit, though, from Justin Ovonio and Daniel Clark. He ain't going to get beat from there, even if it's a cracker, you know. Clark is always around it. Two fantastic goalkeepers for Woodbridge, Daniel Clark and David Carano. Carano, the winning goalkeeper, championship goalkeeper of last season. That is not a great corner. And here comes Hendricks. Can Hendricks release a man? Hendricks can't, but the deflection almost out of the reach of Morano. Unlucky for Jordan Hendricks. Just had to move that one quicker. He's going to want it back as the counterattack was on for Woodbridge. Oh, that's a poor play, Abdullah. Not the greatest of touches there. Cotterell now takes it. Goes right into the goalkeeper off of a deflection. And Simcoe could find themselves lucky there as Woodbridge can't take advantage of that turnover. Good throw by the keeper. Emmanuel out to Ovonio. Ovonio goes backwards. The Rovers go long with it. Wilson's there. He's got to deal with it, though. He goes back to Clark. Clark first touch, and then goes long with the left foot. Headed back off the official, and it should be Woodbridge ball. As it was going to a Woodbridge player. That's poor by the official. It's going to Simcoe, but that should be Woodbridge ball. It was going right to the Woodbridge player. Drop ball there. Ozomba. Ozomba now trying to get it through. Wilson falls. Clark's got to come. And Daniel Clark claims. Well, it looks like it'll be a foul on the Simcoe striker, or winger, I should say, in Lapal. No, play on. Clark gets up, rolls it out, and here's Nabil Hakim. 2-0 Woodbridge, 30th minute. Cochran nutmegs that man with a pass, but couldn't find Spaziri that time. Play through a channel. Here comes Simcoe trying to get it forward. Abdullah. Woodbridge forcing the Rovers backwards. Here's Pochnik. Pochnik tries to go through. Wilson there. Now he gets it back. But it's a handball on Keegan Wilson. Spirit standing over top of it. Not the greatest of balls in that time, but he'll come right back to him off of the knee of Spaziri. Spirit on the left boot, that's better. Tariq clears to the edge of the area. Ovonio goes out to Lapal. Lapal looking across it. Off a man into touch for a Rovers corner. Long ball here. It hangs, goes down. Clark to stop. It stays in play. And off of Nabil Hakim and out. Good save from Daniel Clark. Another corner coming up, this time on the near side. For Simcoe. Abdullah was asking for it short, doesn't come. Now it does. Looking for a delivery. Cochran headers it away. Pochnik. Goes to Ozomba. Ozomba Abdullah. Abdullah. Ozomba the delivery. Headed away by Spitziri. Second header away from Tariq. And Kroko brings it down. Can he spring Morano? Morano's offside. But it wouldn't matter anyways. It was a longer ball. Throw in by the Rovers here. They're looking forward. Kroko with the foul. Long ball. Wilson gets up. Tariq to Hendricks. Loose touch there. Hendrick looks to win it back. Wilson gets stuck in the challenge. It's off of Blue. And a throw in for Simcoe. Spitziri. Nutmegs a man! And then he tries to find Morano but couldn't connect that time. It's good work though from Spitziri to get out of a jam. Abdullah. First touch, that's off a Simcoe man and out for a Woodbridge throw. Good work from Daniel Tariq in the middle of the park. Hendricks, long throw into Cotterell. Decent flick on, now comes in the middle of the area. Morano, Spitziri, trying to connect with men in the final third. Wilson trying to get a touch in. Now here comes Simcoe. Good tackle, and Woodbridge clear. They got to get organized, though, defensively. That's a loose ball. Hendricks will jump onto it. Hendricks tries to go long first time to Morano, doesn't connect. Bouncing ball found by Kroko. Michael Kroko trying to get through in the middle of the park. He wins it back neatly to Cotterell. Cotterell, Hendricks. Hendricks, Cotterell. Cotterell to Wilson. Wilson to Elijah Vietli. Then to Tariq. Tariq to Hakim. Good from Woodbridge. Hakim to Cochran. Sebastian Cochran goes back to Hakim. Here's Nabil Hakim to Daniel Tariq. Tariq in the center of the park. Then finds it to Spitziri. Spitziri to Cochran. Cochran's offside. It was a decent build-up and a move for Woodbridge. But Cochran just couldn't hold the line. He wanted it earlier. Just didn't find it in time. Hendricks. Goes backwards to Tariq. Tariq looking for Cotterell. Off the head of LaPaul. They're now cleared. Yet Lee wins the ball. It's good work from Eli. There's Hakim. And now a long ball. Looked offside. But a good track from Spitziri. He'll go backwards to Clark. Daniel Clark looking for Moreno long. Route 1. Could it connect with Cotterell? It does. Cotterell gets cracked from behind by Jaden Joseph. A free kick coming up for Woodbridge. Kroko goes to Hendricks. Hendricks, the delivery, back post. Looking for Morano, but the keeper, Dante Emmanuel, comes to claim. He plays it quickly out. Spitzeri does well to push it backwards. Pochnik. 1-2 inside of Ozomba. Ozomba across, and now Simcoe looking forward. 2-0 Woodbridge in the 37th minute. That's a loose touch there from Gambra, and he lost it. Here's Morano now. Can he get onto it again? He does. Morano has Cochran going. Tries to find him. The cutback is live. What a play to Morano shooting! And it's blocked. That's an absolutely brilliant play from Sebastian Cochran, sliding to keep the ball in play and almost set up the leading goal scorer in the OPL1 men's division, Morano. But a last-ditch defensive block goes out for a Woodbridge corner. That would have been a nice one. Another in-swinging delivery coming from Sebastian Cochran. He is the set-piece man for the most part when he's on the pitch for Woodbridge. He can whip those ones in. Whistle blew the play down, I should say, and they're going to have to redo the corner as it was blown just before the kick was taken off the corner. So Cochran will do it again. That was a pretty good delivery. Can he duplicate it? It's an in-swinger at the back post, headed up and away out of the stadium, and another corner for Woodbridge. It will go on the far side, though. And Cochran will go all the way across to take it. Cochran, another delivery off the corner for Woodbridge. It's at the back post. They get up, but they couldn't direct it on goal to the strikers. Cleared. Here's Hakeem. Good first touch. Goes backwards to Daniel Tariq covering. Tariq to Hendricks. Hendricks goes all the way back to Clark. Get Lee. That's a great ball out to Hendricks, who then has a touch pass looking for Kroko, and he couldn't connect. It would have been probably more comfortable if he brought that down first and tried to cut in and slip the through ball on the ground. But still, decent effort from Jordan Hendricks. Emmanuel goes long. Wilson looking for an intervention, and he fouls his man. (2-0 Woodbridge, and they look comfortable in this 2-0 advantage thus far. Long ball. Morano looking to get onto it. The Pressure's put on. Simcoe looked to clear, though. Long ball. Hendricks is tracking. And it goes off of Hendricks. That's very unlucky. Very unlucky from Jordan Hendricks. Delivery is really long and out. Not the greatest of deliveries off the set piece. Woodbridge clear. And it'll go all the way back with Buchnick onto it. Cutting in, Ozomba. 1-2 combo. Wilson trying to get it. Onto it is LaPaul. Lays it off. Chance here maybe for Simcoe. There was a hitting opportunity. Martin should have tried to strike that. Comes in. Clark's got to deal with it. It's a slippery surface, and he does come and claim it. Clark. Shakes it off. Here's Cochran. Goes long to Cotterill, who's onside. Omari Cotterill has Morano. And they got their lines mixed up for the first time maybe ever. But Hendricks will keep it in. Here's Hendricks. Near flank. Hendricks keeping that ball in. It's good pace from him forward. Now to Spitzeri. Spitzeri goes line. Cuts. Looks to deliver it. And it's out of play. So Morano was looking for the cutback pass instead of the pass right across. First time in a while that both of those two had their lines mixed up. About to approach the 45th. Abdullah. Ovonio for Simcoe. Ovonio. Playing this one through here. And Abdullah's onto it. Spitzeri tries to keep it in, just out of play.
Fourth officials indicated there'll be a minimum of 2 minutes of added time.
Spitzeri. Morano. Hendricks. Hendricks to Wilson. Wilson does well. Now Spitzeri looks for Wilson, couldn't connect. Croco picks it up. Croco, Cotterill. Good body that time from Gambra. And Cochran turns that one over for Woodbridge there. Can he keep it in? It's good from Sebastian Cochran. Isn't that just brilliant stuff? Unlucky goes out of play, but the work ethic there is sublime from Cochran. Long there. Now here's Cochran. Cochran and Spitzeri. Spitzeri has a chance to crack it. Spitzeri over top of the goal, but he's done that before here in the bridge. halftime here. Woodbridge up by 2. Welcome back, everybody, to Quench Stadium at Von Grove for this evening's Ontario Premier League 1 men's matchup between Simcoe County Rovers and your Woodbridge Strikers. Woodbridge are up 2-0 as we start the second half. I'm Nicholas Fury, the voice of the Bridge. It's a pleasure bringing this live commentary for Woodbridge Strikers Matchday live on YouTube, courtesy of Spidio.
Substitution in the 46th minute for the Simcoe County Rovers. Entering the match, number 19, Diego Lovato. Exiting the match, number 23, David Gambra. Woodbridge striker substitution, the 46th minute. Entering the match, number 22, Tenzin Rosal. Exiting the match, number 16, Keegan Wilson.
So, Rosal in, Wilson out for Woodbridge, Lovato in, and Gambra out for the Rovers. As we begin this second half here in Woodbridge. So, as it stands right now, with also the Vaughan game drawn up at 0-0 in the 39th minute with Sudbury, Woodbridge are currently 4 points clear at the top of the table. 19 games played of 22. Scrosapi have 18 games played of 22. So, let's not forget, Woodbridge played Vaughan last match of the season, but Scrosapi played Vaughan on August 11th. So, that could be huge, and Woodbridge would need Vaughan to get points, believe it or not. You don't always cheer for your rivals and the Derby rivals, but sometimes you have to. Here is Spitzieri for Morano. Morano couldn't get that touch in that time, and it's cleared into touch for a Woodbridge throw. Cochran. Off on the throw, finds Morano. Morano to Spitzieri. Spitzieri back to Cochran. It's brilliant from Woodbridge. And Cochran, a miscue there. Goal kick for the Rovers. Spitzieri headering that one forward, looking for Morano. And that's a foul on Spitzieri. Not the greatest of plays that time from Simcoe and out off of Hampton. Hakeem from Cochran. Nabil Hakeem to Elijah Vietli. Eli backwards to Clark. Clark to Hakeem. Hakeem goes inside. It's just brilliant. So calm and patient. Here's Morano to Cochran. Cochran goes long. Wosal's looking for it. And it's offside on Tenzin Wosal. I don't know if that was offside. I thought Tenzin had a good run. I disagree with that one. He literally came from behind as the ball was played. Assistant coach Paul Stalteri, Canadian men's national team assistant coach, doesn't like it for Woodbridge on the strikers bench. Long ball played. Hakeem's going to take the throw. Nope, leave it for Cochran. That's good from Ozomba, but then turned over. Here come Woodbridge. Jordan Hendricks has Cotterell, has Wosal. Wosal, one touch, shooting! And it's blocked. A good chance for Tenzin. But a good block in front. Wosal still has it. That would have been nice for Tenzin to strike there. In his return a few weeks now for Woodbridge. Cochran to Hakeem. To Spitzieri. The captain swings Tariq. Tariq back to his normal position at the right center back spot. He finds Jordan Hendricks. Hendricks goes low with the cross, cleared by Pochnik. And Eli's got to deal with it. And a foul on Martins. Man, is that not smart from Elijah Vietley. Such a patient player. The whole back line is. Large IQ, that's for sure. Here's Spitzieri, quickly out to Daniel Tariq. Tariq back to Spiz inside, and then he finds Hendricks. The Laurier product now to the York product. And it's played forward to Omari Cotterell. Cotterell to Hendricks. Hendricks will sell. This is great from Woodbridge. The build-up sublime. What a pass inside to Kroko. Kroko cutting in. Kroko drops a man. He shoots. Slipped on the line. Cleared off the line by Dante Emmanuel. A big right palm pushes it away from the rebound for Morano. That was brilliant from Woodbridge. Here's Morano again. What a great first touch. He still has it. Tries to drive right down Main Street. Lays it off for Wosal. Wosal cutting. And that's off of his boots that time. It's all Woodbridge here. But can Fiergard Ozomba put some fear in the Woodbridge back line, entering now the final third? Ozomba coming. Ozomba looking to create. He cuts outside to no fruition and has to go backwards. Simcoe player down, and could be a forced change for the Rovers. And substitutions also coming up for Woodbridge, it seems to be. Looks like Kroko is down on the far side, all the way in the area as well. So Kroko could be, his course could be ran here. And a Simcoe player now in the near, in front of their bench, course could be run as well. So a couple of substitutions coming up, one for either side. It seems to be definitely Woodbridge making one here. Looks like Panetta is entering for Kroko. That's not good for Woodbridge with the cup final coming up in a couple weeks' time. No Anthony Morano for that cup final. He's cup tied with Inter Toronto's pathway team when he started the season there. So you need everyone you can have available.
Substitution, the 54th minute for the Woodbridge Strikers. Entering the match, number 20, Francesco Panetta. Exiting the match, number 8, Michael Kroko.
Substitution, the 55th minute for the Simcoe County Rovers. Entering the match, number 17, David Heather. Exiting the match, number 9, Joseph Martins. Heather in for Martins for Simcoe. Panetta for Kroko for Woodbridge. In the 55th minute now. Long ball, Hendricks looks for Cotterell, but that's out of play. Heather making his first team debut in OPL1 for Simcoe. Here is Vietley now, Hakeem for Cochran. Woodbridge looking to come forward here. Cochran finds Panetta. Has Morano streaking. Now cuts in. Does Panetta. Looking to release. Still Francesco Panetta. Will he shoot it? 1-2 as Wilsall was looking quickly for Morano but couldn't connect. Woodbridge were looking for the interchange play at the top of the area. Spitting a little bit right now here in Woodbridge. Not too bad right now. Long ball. Viet Lee headers. Panetta helps. Hendricks looking for it. And now it's Simcoe trying to come the other way with it now. Running in. LaPaul. And a good intervention. Won by Spitzieri. Spitzieri to Wilsall. Wilsall looking for Cotterell. Gets the loose ball and then finds Tenzin inside. Here's Wilsall. Back to Omari Cotterell. Can he connect? He can't. That time just a little bit loose. But it goes off a clearance from Emmanuel into touch for a Woodbridge throw. Simcoe player down. I think it's Nico LaPaul. Hopefully he'll be all right. Head coach Zach Wilson is not happy with the fourth official. Throw-in taken by Woodbridge. Here's Wilsall from Morano. Now to Hakeem. Has Cochran stretching the field. Then we'll find the oncoming Sebastian Cochran. Trying to connect with Spitzieri. Couldn't that time, and that's off of Cochran into touch for a Simcoe throw. Up into the air. Hakeem tries to win it. That time loses it. And a good challenge from Elijah Viet Lee. Out for a Simcoe throw. How is that possible? Heather. Panetta looks to get it. Cochran wins it back. Cochran couldn't connect with Morano that time. It's got to be a little tighter there from Sebastian Cochran. He knows it. Just looked skyward. Foul on Woodbridge and Simcoe's free kick. Quickly taken. Wilsall. He gets fouled. Free kick for Woodbridge in the middle of the park. Hendricks from Tariq. Hendricks to Morano. Morano cutting it back neatly. Panetta shooting. It gets blocked. Wilsall now. He shoots, and that's blocked also. Hendricks at the edge of the area. Now goes inside. Looks to center. The cutback is great. Cochran scores! Mamma mia, what a goal for Sebastian Cochran. It's an absolute beauty.
Feel the vibe. Everybody come alive.
Sebastian Cochran, a banger. 3-0 Woodbridge. the boys respond to Sebi's goal.
Woodbridge strikers goal. Scored in the 60th minute by number 17, Sebastian Cochran.
It's a Cochran cracker. And it's a 3-0 Woodbridge lead. It doesn't happen if there's not the beautiful cutback, but Sebi made sure the right boot got right through it and right through Emmanuel in the back of the net. Here is Cochran to Morano. Can Woodbridge keep it pouring on? Just like the rain's coming on here. Cotterell shooting. That's blocked in front. Wilsall. Now, he's been a positive entrance to the pitch. Tenzin Wilsall. It was going to be a tough go for Simcoe tonight, and it's proving to be, as Woodbridge will most likely go 4 points clear at the top of the table, with Scrosapi having a match in hand. He's on. No, he's not. I thought he was off, but David Heather was a feather offside. (3-0) Woodbridge as they continue to pour on the goals here. Sigma has come all the way back down 3-0 to be tied with Burlington 3-3. Here come Woodbridge again. Can they get another? It's Hendricks now. Hendricks going byline, trying to center it. Blocked. Panetta looking to pick up the loose change. Panetta to Tariq. Tariq back to Elijah Vietli. Here's Eli now, maneuvering near flank to Nabil Hakim. Cochran is free on this flank if he gets it. There he goes again. Cochran, the in-swinging delivery is brilliant. Moreno headers that one aside. But a good in-swinger from Sebi again. That is one player in Sebastian Cochran who I have to commend, and I'll tell you why. Comes back from Simcoe of last year. Was with Woodbridge a couple of years ago. Doesn't play too much in the beginning of the season. Working his tail off. Training. Game in, game out. On the roster. There. Obviously, always an option. Some boys go away to school. Obviously, a lump sum of injuries as well. Happens usually in OPL. Gets the number called. Canadian Championship as well, obviously they're wanting to play. Gets the number called, and look at it now. Starting several games now, Sebastian Cochran in a row. Making an impact, getting assists, on set piece corners, on set pieces, and now he gets his first of the season. A well-deserved goal as well, and a good one at that. And I'm not just saying that to say that. It's in any sport, in any level. When you get your name called, your number called, take the opportunity. It's exactly what Sebastian Cochran's doing on this left flank. Number 17. Back with Woodbridge and thriving with Woodbridge towards the tail end of this campaign, and rightfully and deservedly so. Remember, the sport's not always easy. You gotta battle through it, you gotta be positive. When you get your chance, you take it and you run away with it. Here's Simcoe now. They are pressing a little bit. They're probing, trying to get something, but this Woodbridge defensive line, it's not easy to get past. Here's Morano winning it nicely. Morano! That's a clean tackle. And then Wilsall looks for Panetta, but couldn't connect with him long. That's clean from Morano, and the official's saying you do it again, that's going to be a caution for simulation. That one I'll agree with there. That's a clean challenge from Simcoe. And a substitution coming up, it looks like for both sides here.
Substitution in the 66th minute for the Simcoe County Rovers. Entering the match number 4, Andrew Lyle. Exiting the match number 5, Noah Pochnik. Substitution in the 66th minute for the Woodbridge Strikers. Entering the match number 11, Luca Pinto. Exiting the match number 23, Jordan Hendricks.
Offside again on Simcoe. Luca Pinto makes his second appearance in return from the IR. His first home one. And Pinto now gets at least 25 minutes or so. And Jordan Hendricks makes way for Pinto, the Humber College national champion. Let's not forget, Hendricks is a York University national champion as well. Hakeem a little hot there for Morano that time as the rain trickles in a little bit more here in Woodbridge, Ontario. Sal wins it and then pushes that out of play. Out of play. And throw-in for Woodbridge. Here's Cochran. Trying to go long, headed away by the Rovers. And Sal looks to win it back. Here's Simcoe now looking forward. Down 3-0. Eli, look at that take. It's brilliant. Brilliant from Elijah Viet-Lee. Spitzieri trying to have a chip ball inside. That doesn't work. And the Rovers look to counter, but Hakeem is there. A sublime first touch, and he finds Tenzin Wolsal. Here's Wolsal. Looking for Morano, couldn't connect. Wind picking up, rain picking up here at Quench Stadium at Vaughan Grove. Long ball and a poor first touch from Justin Ovonio. Tariq. Viet-Lee. Here's Wolsal. Wolsal in the middle of the park. He finds now Nabil Hakeem. Hakeem finds the oncoming Morano. Morano first touch Cochran. Cochran, great ball to Amari Cotterell. Or Morano is having an overlap inside. He will then find the underlap of Morano. Morano goes across. It's brilliant from Woodbridge. Can they strike for 4? The shot comes in. Pushed wide off the block. And mamma mia, what a play. What a build-up from the Woodbridge Strikers. Fantastic from Cochran to find Cotterell and the underlap from Morano creating. Unselfish from the leading goal scorer Morano in the OPL1 division. He probably could have took that himself. Corner kick for Woodbridge in the 70th. 20 minutes to play plus any added. Cochran, an in-swinger. Nothing doing that time. And they Simcoe clear. No foul there. Woodbridge gain it back. That goes out at the touch for a Woodbridge throw-in. So 3 subs made for either side right now. We'll solve Panetta, Pinto in for Woodbridge. Lovato, Heather, and Lyle in for Simcoe. I will say I'm a little bit surprised David Carano didn't start in net tonight for Woodbridge, considering it is Simcoe who's not having a fantastic season, and they haven't. I think Clark might have made 1 or 2 stops at max in the first half. Hasn't had any action in the second half. Well, of course, he's more than capable. He won the trophy last year with Woodbridge. Here comes Woodbridge again. It's Pinto maneuvering. That goes out into touch for a goal kick. Woodbridge are, I think, gearing up to make another substitution, as the rain is coming down a little bit harder here now. Poor kick from the goalkeeper there. And it's a Woodbridge throw-in. It's not the quality that this level needs. Here are the Rovers now trying to come the other way. Heather lays it off. And an intervention from Eli. Here's Hakeem to Cochran. Has Moreno line. He then finds Wilsall inside instead. That's headed clear. Panetta looking for the rebound. Comes out to the Rovers, and Spitzeri was just a second late there. And now the Rovers trying to come forward with it and just giving away to Daniel Clark. Clark to Hakeem. Hakeem to Spitzeri. So much room. Spitzeri for Panetta. Panetta loses the ball. Doesn't move it fast enough in the middle of the park. He has to, though. Simcoe maneuvering. Here's Abdullah. Away from Spitzeri. Plays far side. Delivery coming in. Hakeem can't deal with it. A chance for the Rovers. They're in. And it's in the back of the net. A goal for the substitute. And it's 3-1 for Woodbridge now. The slippery service didn't do Hakeem justice. And an uncharacteristic error and chipped it past Daniel Clark. Where it's a goal for Andrew Lyle.
Simcoe County Rovers goal scored in the 73rd minute. By number 19, Diego Lovato.
So Lovato with the goal, the substitute. Woodbridge look to get it right back. Here's Morano. Morano cutting it. Here's Pinto now. Held on to it. And now he gets it back. Here's Pinto. Cutting it back. Deflected. Comes towards the near flank now. Rain coming down hard. Cochran to Hakeem. Hakeem, Wilsall, Panetta. Panetta to Cochran. Can Woodbridge get it back? Cochran delivery right into the hands of Emmanuel. So, game a little more interesting now here. Wilsall. Morano almost got that back. Here's Wilsall to Morano. Morano to Cochran. An error from the keeper. Could play dividends for Woodbridge. Morano Anthony Morano to Panetta. Panetta, Morano. Good save. Rebound. Another stop from Dante Emmanuel on Tenzin Wilsal and on Morano. That's big from Emmanuel. And Simcoe throw it out, an injured Rover on the ground.
Substitution, the 75th minute for the Woodbridge Strikers. Entering the match, number 7, Justin Chiquilo. Exiting the match, number 19, Omari Cotterell.
Heather looking for it. He bodies Wilsal, and that's a foul. But that's a bad call from the official, actually. That's an easy body from Heather and clean on Wilsal, I will say. Here's Tariq. Threads it through. Will Woodbridge give it away? That's a through ball. Clark's got to be active, and he is. The wind holding it up, though. Look at that. Simcoe back onto it. They found some confidence now. Woodbridge have to be wary. They got to be smart here. Woodbridge get it back. Spitzieri goes long. Looks for Morano. And a very wet surface right now. That's laid off, and there's an opportunity. Ozomba should have shot it, could have, but then played it off to Avonio, who delivers it in. Headed away from Viet Lee. Panetta, half clearance. Missed it. Simcoe putting pressure on. It goes low, and Clark has to claim it. The wind, the rain, it's picked up heavily right now. It's not pleasant, I will say. Clark clears. Hopefully this stream is going well for you. It's not the greatest of conditions here. A lot of viewers in. We appreciate it. Close to the 80th. Woodbridge up by 2. One of those games, awful conditions, you just want to get out of it. Here's Clark. Inside to Eli, back to Clark. Clark goes long. Morano flick on looking for Chiquilo. Chiquilo trying to find Morano. Good sliding challenge, but then given away. Here's Chiquilo, picked up by Panetta. Chiquilo at the edge of the area. Wilsal. And couldn't connect with Chiquilo. Keeper goes short. Now inside. Comes to the near flank of Vonio. Holds it. Simcoe has to go long with it. They do. Can Heather put some pressure in on Vietley to Clark? Clark goes long. Spitzeri. Inside. Sal looking for it. Now Chiquilo cuts back and finds Tariq. Daniel Tariq looking for real estate up the pitch. Finds Luca Pinto. Pinto driving. Pinto laying it off Morano. Morano has a cutback. Can he fight Pinto? Oh, and a good defensive effort, or else Cochran would have been there again. It's good build-up play for Woodbridge. And another Simcoe player down. Substitution upcoming for the Rovers. Substitution in the 81st minute for the Simcoe County Rovers. Entering the match number 15, Adam Toomey. Entering the match number 20, Nico Paul. Delivery coming in. Here's Nabil Hakim. Spitzeri. Looking, Morano's onside if he gets there. It's Anthony Morano on a breakaway. Can he get another? And he misses wide. Uncharacteristic that time for Anthony Morano. He's so good for scoring those. You can almost bet on it 10 times out of 10. And that time he misses it. He's going to want it back. He doesn't have one tonight. It's Cotterell, Wilson, and Cochran with the goals for Woodbridge. He should have, and he knows it. He's hard on himself. You know he's going to work to get that one tonight. Tariq, headering that down. Here's Abdullah now with it. Simcoe coming in, and Spitzeri, a good defensive intervention. Jacob Spitzeri. That's off a sliding tackle there and into touch for a Woodbridge throw. Heather looks to play it through, giving away. Now Tariq onto it. To Clark. Clark goes long. Trying to find Chiquilo. That goes out at the touch for a Woodbridge throw with 5 minutes remaining. Plus any added time. Eli goes long and it's out of play for a Woodbridge throw-in. Pinto takes it, finds Morano. Morano cutting in, Now that's just off his boots there. Good defensive intervention. Spitzeri headers that one backwards to Hakeem to get the possession and does find Tenzin Wilsell. Wilsell has room, drops his man on the surface. Wilsell shooting! And it's into the hands of Emmanuel. He read that one that time. Long ball, Cochran headers it. Hakeem goes to Clark. That's smart from Daniel Clark. Very calm to Nabil Hakeem. Hakeem to Wilsell. Wilsell lost it. Good win back from Panetta, but then just off the boots there. Spitzeri looks to get it back. Here's Abdullah. Plays it across. Simcoe gaining some momentum forward, but then giving away to Spitzeri. Referee lets it go. Spitzeri falls inside, and that's won by Woodbridge clearing. Good slide by Eli there. Loose touch. Pinto looks to clear. I think that might stay in. That does. And now he'll go long. But not long enough. Out. Oh, thought that went out. Stayed in. Now out for a Simcoe throw in the 87th minute. Chiquilo. Looking for Morano. Woodbridge clear. To the Simcoe center back. They got some room now. They're pressing. Woodbridge sitting back a little bit here. They need to be secure of this 3 points. They got to do everything they can. They're in a bit of a battle now. Ball comes in. Tariq clears. Loose touch. Wilsell. Spitzeri. Spitzeri gets fouled. Eli quickly to Cochran. Has Morano going. Cochran tries to go around the back line. Couldn't that time. The idea's there. Just not enough whip. A very lousy day in the GTA for weather. 2 minutes left here in this one. Woodbridge want to go and come away with this 3 points. Long ball, and that's poor from Simcoe with Clark now. Clark rolls it to Tariq. He's got to move it, and does. Long ball now. A chance here. Morano plays Chiquilo. Chiquilo headers it down. And gets kicked from behind, and a foul there. Should be a caution as well on the run of play. Chiquilo coming back from injury. You don't want to see him go down like that. Should be okay. Final minute plus added time. Hopefully there's not much of it. Cochran's going to stand over top of it. Will he have a screamer? Wouldn't that be something? About to approach the 90th minute. Wilsell takes it. It's into the hands of Emmanuel. The fourth, the fourth, the fourth official has indicated that there'll be a minimum of 4 minutes of added time. Woodbridge player down on the ground. I think it's Spitzeri. Hopefully he's okay. Jacob Spitzeri, the Woodbridge captain, is not happy with the official. Play will resume here, or the Simcoe throw. All comes along. Woodbridge need a shift here. They're outnumbered on the near side. Simcoe gets something late. Shot comes in. Stopped by Clark, and Cochran puts it out at the touch for a corner. Final minute of added time, but there might be one added due to the injury, maybe two. Delivery is high, comes to the back post. Woodbridge need to clear. Chiquilo does. Emmanuel goes long with the goalkeeper. Eli misses it. Tariq gets a good foot in. Chiquilo. Taken by Elijah Viet-Lee. That was a dirty challenge. Now Eli. He gets taken down. This referee's atrocious right now. What is he doing? Eli gets turned. Chiquilo gets kicked from behind. And this referee is sleeping late in this game. Eli, that could have easily been a straight red card on the Elijah tackle. Meanwhile, Chiquilo got kicked. That should have been a yellow card. And then the second one wouldn't have happened. That's atrocious from the official. Absolutely atrocious. And now Viet-Lee's going to probably get a yellow here. That is awful, atrocious officiating late in this match. The whole Woodbridge bench is up. That is not good enough. This game might be done and dusted in the sense of Woodbridge, but how is that anyway? It's two fouls anyways. If it's not a foul on Chiquilo, which obviously it is, but if it's not, it's a straight red card on Elijah Viet-Lee, who's last man back and got spun. The official, I'll be honest, he hasn't been that bad tonight, but when you make clear and obvious errors, it's atrocious. It's not good enough. And now not another call. I mean another non-card. The official just lost it. He just wants to get out of here, doesn't he? He literally cannot control a game. If he can't control a game of this magnitude, there's no way he can control a game of a playoff, of a final, or anything like that. Because that's unacceptable. Imagine something like that in a Scrosafi Woodbridge trying to win the title game. You can't do that. How do you not call that? Eli's not going to stop here if he doesn't. And it's crazy. And this is where he almost actually should be getting a caution now because he's talking so much, but the official's letting everything go. If I was Eli, I'd be talking even more. This match is over. Panetta looks to spin off the man. Can't see much in the corner, but it's out for a goal kick. We are in the 96th, but with Spitzeri down, probably a couple minutes added of the 4 minimum. I mean, we should be up for it now. I will say this official has let some of the diving go, which is good. In the sense of like diving, and he's not calling it at the end here. You got to call these fouls, especially in a atmosphere like this where the weather is just absolutely absurd. Control it to the end. Here's Simcoe. They are battling now tonight, I will say. That's good from Panetta. Out into touch. This match, in my opinion, should be over. 96.5 now. Cold and ugly beginning August summer weather. Here on a Sunday with one more home game remaining for Woodbridge against Unionville next Sunday, August 9th, 7 p.m. kickoff against Unionville, So, one more. Woodbridge have 3 more league matches and 1 cup final. Can they do it again? Here comes Simcoe coming in. That's Spitzeri onto it. And this match is over. Woodbridge win 3-1 and are 4 points clear at the top of the table.